This video you're about to watch is a full behind the scenes look at how I create the best profit strategies from scratch. We are starting with no strategy at all, and throughout the video, we'll be building one live. Now, once we've built something that actually works, we're going to test it with 4 different balance sizes. First, we'll start with just $1, and if that works, we'll move up to $10, then $100, and if all balance sizes are profitable, we'll test it with $1,000. This video is going to be split into 5 different parts. We're starting with $100, and the first part of the video is going to be us creating the strategy and figuring out what works and what doesn't. Once we feel like we found something that does work, that's when we're going to move on to the next part of the video where we actually test it with specific balance sizes. Now, usually when people create strategies or they try someone else's strategies, they push it way too far and end up losing their balance. So for us, we're aiming to make a 50% gain on whatever our balance is. So if we have $1, we're trying to make 50 cents. If we have $10, we're trying to make $5. If we have 100, the strategy is going to try to make us $50. That's all we're going for, a 50% gain. So right away, I'm feeling we set the win chance to 20%. We're going to be going for a 5x multi. Now, if we open up the strategy, you guys can see we don't have one single strategy set. We're going to be creating it live in the video. So right away, I want to get this out of the way. Every one win, we're going to be resetting the bet amount. Reset the bet amount right here. Now, the next condition is going to be one that doesn't have too much like mathematical sense towards it. We're just going to be going with what I think is going to work best. We're going to go let's go every 5 bets. We're going to switch over under, man. It's 1 in 5 chance. So every 5 bets, we're going to switch it over under. Now we still have a few more conditions to build. Every 1 win, reset bet amount. Every 5 bets, we're going to be switching over under. And again, we're going for a 5x multi. The next condition is probably one of the most important. We are going let's go every 4 losses, because realistically, it's a 20% win chance. So essentially, it is 1 in 5 chance. I know it's not actually 1 in 5 chance. It is 20% every single bet. So we're gonna go with every 4 losses, man. We're gonna increase the bet amount by, let's go with 75%. Now this might be a little bit high. We're probably gonna have to adjust some of these things, but let's minimize it and just see what we're working with here. We have $100 in the balance. All I'm looking for now is not to make profit. All we want to see is how the spikes and how the dips look, and then rearrange from there. So we're going to start 1 single cent. We can put instant bet on, doesn't really matter. Let's keep the profit graph open just so that way we can see the spikes and the dips. So whenever we win, that's what we want to see. This is a really good sign. Whenever we do get a win, let me turn this down a little bit. The spikes are higher than they were before. So, I mean, it is if we lose 2 or 3, but once we lose, I feel like, what was it, like over 5? The spike you can see here it was actually under what we had before. So if we stop it, we were at 15 cents profit here, and we got a few losses, and it put us back at 15. We're going to test it a little bit more and just see how the spikes work. Let me stop it right there. So 37 cents, we lost a few, and then only went up to 36. So that means I need to set one more condition. Open up edit strategy. We're going to add another condition block here. We're going to go every 8 losses. I just want to try this. I don't know if it's too smart, but we're gonna see how it works on the graph. Let's go every 7 losses. We're gonna increase it by another 30%, man. Minimize this. Let's try it again. Let's reset the profit graph. That way we can see the new spikes and dips, and see how it's gonna work here. Okay. Honestly, it still looks like it needs to be higher. Or the multi needs to change. What if we play around with that, man? It's a little bit of a high risk strategy, but if we get a win on a good bet size, we're going to get paid. And that's what we're going for, man. Let's edit the strategy again. I feel like, honestly, we should just take this off, add a new one, and let's go every 4 losses. We're going to decrease the win chance. This is a little bit risky by, let's go 3%, man. We're going to go 3%, see how this works. Every 4 losses, decrease win chance by 3%. That way, we don't need to keep increasing the bet amount. The multiplier is going to rise. And then we also need to add on every 1 win, we're going to be resetting the win chance. So it goes back to 20%. Let's reset it back down to 1 single cent. Let's reset the profit graph here and see how it works. You can see it decreasing a little bit, man. 11 cents, switch it to dice here, throw that in the bottom corner, sure. Okay. It's a lot of losses in a row. What's the spike gonna look like? We need to have something way bigger, man. Like, we need to have something way bigger whenever we lose like 10 in a row. What if we try this, man? We're gonna try, let's minimize this here. Let's add another condition block. Let's go every streak of, we're going to go every streak of 10 losses. I guess here should be as well every streak, right? So every streak of, we're going to go 4 losses, minimize this. And let's go every streak of 4 losses as well. Should we change that actually? Every 4 losses? I think we're just going to keep it. Actually, let's do this, man. Let's do every 2 losses. We're going to do it. The multi will be built up a little bit higher. Let's minimize this. Let's see if it all looks good. Every streak of 10 bets, not 10 bets, 10 losses. We're going to increase the bet amount, but it's a little bit risky, man. Let's go 100%. Let's test this out. Again, we're going to reset the profit graph, see what the spikes looks like. Put it back down to 1 single penny and see how it works. Now, we need to see 5 and 6 condition here light up green to see that they're actually activated. And once they are, that's when we're going to be able to test how they look on the graph. But it's a little bit tricky trying to create one, man. Okay. Now, if I stop this, let me stop this quick. Condition number 6 is streak of 10 losses. So we want to see this this light up green right here. You guys can see if it lights up green, that's when the condition is being applied to the auto bet here. 6. That was almost 10 losses. I just want to see how that loss, 10 losses in a row looks on the graph here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We needed 2 more to see how it looks. Because it's going to increase it by another 100%, man. It's hard to lose 10 in a row on a 20% win chance, though, right? Hold on. We're going to find something that works, fellas. We just got to give it some time here. I just need to lose 10 in a row, or maybe we should lower it a little bit. Let's edit the strategy again. Let's go every streak of... Let's go 7 losses, man. Let's go 7 losses. Let's also do this every 1 loss. Let's decrease win chance by 3%. Minimize this on... where's the one thing? Every streak of 0 losses. Increase bet amount by 75%. Okay, that is absolutely wrong. We're going every streak of 4 losses. Let me make sure everything's right here. Decrease win chance, reset every streak 100. I think everything is good to go. We're going to restart it back down to 20% win chance. Do I have a reset win chance? Every 1 win, reset the win chance. Okay, here it is. 1 single cent. Let's see how this works. Reset the profit graph. Yeah, that one was a little tricky. Okay, that's a nice win. Fellas, that is a nice win. That is a nice spike on the graph. But I need condition number 6 to come into play. Let's hit a win. That is... Hold on. We might have something here, fellas. Honestly, we might have something here. We're starting with 1 single cent, man. And we've made $2. Like, 1 single cent for the base bet. We've already made $2. $2.77. Fellas. I know we've only tested it with around 70 bets. I think this is going to work. The spikes and the dips are perfect. The strategies are very, very good. I think it's time we move on to the second part of this video and actually put it to the test with a $1 starting balance. Okay, it is time to test this strategy out. Now we have $1 single in the balance. I feel like this strategy, if I'm being honest, is going to be best for $10, $100, or $1,000. I feel like using a profit strategy for $1, it's just too sketchy, man. You might as well do like an all-in bet on mines or something, but we're still going to test it. We're starting with 1 single cent for the base bet, 20% win chance, and again, all the same conditions, 6 different conditions. We are aiming for a 50% gain or 50 cents for our $1 balance here. As soon as we get 50 cents profit, we're going to end it, and we're going to move on to $10 starting balance and see how it does there. But I have faith in it, man. I think we created something pretty decent, and I think we created it pretty quickly. That would have been nice to hit. That would have been nice to hit as well. 32 cents. Okay. We need 20 cents more. We should be able to do this, right? Nice. 41, 45. We need 5 cents more. We can stop this. We're looking for a 50% gain. That's all we're trying to gain here. I think if it hits, that's it. I mean, fellas, that is 63 cents on a $1 balance and literally 41 bets. Honestly, I think we have something here, man. The spikes and the dips look really, really good, but we still have to test it out with $10, with $100, and if both of those work, we're going to be testing this with $1,000. It is time to test this strategy with a $10 starting balance. Now, we have 10 times what we started with before, but we are only doubling the base bet, starting with 2 cents. Again, 20% win chance. Instabet is on. All we're trying to do is make $5 profit. 50% gain on these strategies is very, very good. Don't push strategies way too far. That's when you're going to lose everything, man. We're going for $5 profit on a $10 or essentially a $10 deposit. 65 cents already. We are going to see... there is going to be a time where we have a decent dip, fellas. But all we have to do is hit. As long as we hit, we're getting profit. Like, look at the dip here. I'm not too worried because why did it just stop? It just ruins everything when it stops. What was that? Reset it back down to 2 cents, back to 20% win chance. I mean, we won, right, $1 profit, but for some reason it randomly stopped. Push it to 5. As long as we can hit $5, this strategy is showing very, very good signs. You got to hit, though. That's $1.43. What is happening? Did I click stop auto bet? Am I tripping here? 20% win chance, 0.02. Okay. Yep, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Almost $2 profit. This is going very, very good. All we have to do is make $5. This is going very, very good. Honestly, graph $2.47. That was a nice spike, man. So you guys can see here, it has a little bit of a dip. It's starting to dip. That's like the sweet spot to hit it, man. The spike on that is really, really big, especially for like, what was that? Maybe 20-cent bet amount we had. But $3 profit already. We need to make $2 profit, and you got to hit, though. Oh, you got to hit. Oh my God, that's 582. We did it again. Now, I would be lying if I said that wasn't risky at all. We got so many losses in a row that we ended up losing all of that profit, but then we got a win and it spiked us up to 578 profit, man. This is going very, very, very good. But to make sure this strategy is very good and I will use it again, we still have to test it with 2 more balance sizes. And next is going to be $100. From a strategy we created in literally probably 5 minutes, this is holding up very, very well, man. We have $100 in the balance now. We're going to be doubling the base bet again, even though we have 10 times the balance size. We're going for a 4-cent base bet, and we're trying to make $50 here. Of course, again, 20% win chance. Conditions are the exact same. Instant bet is on. Let's see how it works with a $100 starting balance. It's going to work essentially the same because the base bet is just doubled, but we also have 10 times the starting balance. I'm curious, man. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. Honestly, already, for some reason, it's stopping again. Does it? I was going to say, we have 18.82, and one of the strategies is, or one of the conditions is every one loss decrease win chance by 3%. It still could decrease, right? Like it could go 15 and then 12 and then 9. Like there's no reason why. It's not like it's here and it can't decrease anymore. So I'm a little bit confused. Maybe one of you guys know the answer and you guys can comment down below and let me know. But right now I'm confused why it keeps stopping. I know sometimes that happens regardless. Whether like you have a condition set up like that, you gotta hit. Nice, $1.32. Trying to make $500 here, man. Oh, or not $500, $50. I can't believe it. We'll be testing this if this works with a $1,000 starting balance and trying to make $500 profit. That's where things are going to get really, really big. And that's where we're going to see really, really good profit, man. But I mean, a lot of people, like a lot of you guys, have a $100 starting balance or a $10 starting balance. So that's why I kind of make these types of videos for you guys. I know a lot of people don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to work with. But I'm in a position where I can test these strategies for you guys and kind of give my thoughts and analyze everything and then put it out there, and you guys can decide for yourself whether you guys like it. It's good, it's dog shit, never try that shit, you feel me? But I mean, this is going really, really good so far. My opinion, this is very, very good, and it just stopped again. I'm confused, man. The graph looks very, very good, man. Very consistent, but again, we are going to run into something where the bet amount dips, and I'm just praying and I'm hoping that we can hit it on a decent... I mean, the bet size is going to be big. It's just a matter if we can hit it or not, like right here. That's beautiful, man. That's $12.50. I feel like it might be smart for the bigger balances to go for less of a gain. Like if we go for $25 as opposed, or a 25% gain as opposed to a 50% gain, I feel like that might be the smart thing to do with bigger balance sizes, but we'll continue to test here and see what happens. $15 profit right now. Graph is looking really, really good. I only said that because, I mean, there's going to be a time where we all push a strategy too far and the graph looks good like this, but then we leave it on for too long and it just dips, and then we wish that we would have stopped it and taken the profit. So I wonder if that's going to be at $25 on this. You got to hit, right? Nice. That's almost $20 profit. That is really, really good, man. Honestly. $20 profit from a strategy we created in 5 minutes. And it's been profitable for all 3 balance sizes. $1, $10, $100 so far. I think we're going to go for a 25% gain on this. So just $25. I feel like it's very, very reasonable. And it's still really, really good profit, man. Like if we had we're going to be testing with $1,000 if we can make another 5. And I mean, like that's going to be $250 profit. That is very, very, very good profit. You got to hit. That's 27. Holy shit. Honestly, man, I'm surprised. Like, this graph alone, the lowest we went down, I don't even think we went down. The lowest we went down was 22 cents. Other than that, it's been straight green, and you guys can see it kind of like repeats itself. It's a nice incline, steady incline. Dips, you get a spike, you get a nice win. Nice steady incline. Dips again, relatively, I would say that's around anywhere from 5 to 10 bets, and then spikes up again, and same thing over and over for $27 profit. I'm shocked. Honestly, I am. This is the final challenge, the final test for this strategy. We've got through $1, $10, $100, and now it is time for a $1,000 starting balance. Now, before we were doing 4 cents and doubling it every time, we are tripling it and going 12 cents. Win chance, of course, is going to be 20%. That does not change. These conditions are set up for a 5x multi, 20% win chance win, and we're going to be going for 25 to 50% gain on essentially a $1,000 deposit. It's going to be $250 to $500 if we get anywhere in between there. We're going to stop it and call it a dub for the day, man. Like, every single balance size would be profitable. That is a W strategy, man. Honestly, you can't ask for anything more, and we already have $20 profit. Now, starting with 12 cents, do I feel like that's a little bit risky? Honestly, I feel like we can... That'll sustain like probably around 30 losses. And with a 20% win chance, anywhere from 20 to 5% win chance, because the win chance does decrease every single loss we get. I feel like it's low to... I feel like it's medium risk. I'm not going to say low. I feel like it's medium risk. We've already made $30 profit in around 100 bets. I mean, it's not high. Definitely not high risk, but it's also not low, man. And, I mean, $30 profit already is really, really good. We haven't seen any big dips, any big spikes. I mean, big spikes are great, but to get big spikes, you need big dips, and we just haven't seen that yet. We still have $40 profit, which is really, really good, man. And on top of that, the graph does look very, very consistent. If it just continues like this, straight to 250, I mean, that's perfect. But I have a feeling we are going to see some dips. And hopefully, if we get a win, they're going to be followed by some spikes. Now, almost $50 profit already. Really, really good, man. Honestly, it is. For a strategy we created in probably less than 10 minutes. Okay, we're seeing the biggest dip we've seen so far. Followed by a win, man. $53 profit. I mean, we're doing really, really good. All we're trying to make at minimum is 250. There is potential that the bet size gets pretty big because we get 10, 15, 20 losses in a row. And we're able to hit it on a big multi-man. And the balance or the profit would probably be way above $500. If we can hit it on like a $50 or $60 bet, the multi might be anywhere from like 10 to 15x. At that point, we're going to be in very, very good profit. But for that to happen, we need dips. And you can't go wrong for this, man. You can't go wrong with a profit graph that looks like this. $64 profit already. Of course, we still have to push it, man, but we can't get too greedy. I talked at the start of this video. There's so many people that try strategies and they try to push it to like 500, or let's say they have a $500 balance and they'll try to make $1,000, $2,000 with a strategy. Very, very odd time that'll happen, but it's just not going to be consistent, man. You're better off going for small gains, reasonable gains, and with a $1,000 balance, pushing it to 250. I could probably even push this to 500 if it works and it hits. You got to hit though. You got to hit though. Like how? I don't understand. Oh my god! Oh my god! That came down to the very last bet. We have $880 profit. Holy shit. I thought it was over. Guys, I thought it was over. I can't believe... That was a 6% chance that we just hit that. We just hit $156. What was it? 14x? Oh my god, that was cool. We were down $840. We lost everything, and we just earned that shit back with $880. Now, every single balance size we started with, whether it be $1, $10, $100, or now 1,000, we've made profit. We made 50% gain on $1 and $10 starting balance, 25% gain on $100 starting balance, and then literally over 50% gain. Almost a 100% gain, unintentionally though, and very, very sketchy. Came down to the last bet, but we still did it, man. Every single balance size paid today for a strategy we created in less than 10 minutes. I would rate this probably an 8 or 9 out of 10, and it would have been a 10 out of 10 if we seen a consistent graph like we were seeing at the start. But unfortunately, we had to go all in on the very last bet, so it took a little bit of points off. But that is how I create the best profit strategies. You guys seen from the start of the video, we started with scratch. Not one single condition was set, and we created it live, man, and I think we did pretty good. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. But that's it for me. We'll see you in the next one.